It's the Eagles and the Titans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Make some good plays today.
Love looking to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball.
Oh, the pressure gets to Love. Down. Multiple players combined. Sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Eagles hit 10-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Off-play action. Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Oh, still going.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Off the play fake, Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
The throw over the middle taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And then we look. 2-score advantage, had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Watkins going deep here for Allen. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
This out quickly to Williams.
A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are back within a score. Groupie able to add the PAT.
That'll make our score 15-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. But Houston's offense taking over again. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off play action. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. You talk about this Titan defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
changing this at the line. They're going to try and throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake. Watkins going deep here for Allen.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the Eagles' 31-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Williams brings it in. That's a Titans touchdown.
Mike Williams.
31 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
But the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Love now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On play action. Love to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Love. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Caught by Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Love.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A huge play there for Houston. And even 60 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Love to pass. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there just before halftime. 86 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Watkins. Allen has it left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
One more time.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 45-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Off play action. Watkins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins
from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Bust through the tackle. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make? And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 64 yards.
And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Touching. Offense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
White. Yellow.
A give left side for Pierce. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play fake. Here's Love. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Love looking to throw it. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now,
and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Williams with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to at least get one score back. The point after, good by Gruper. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Off play action. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 60. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off the play fake. Watkins. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Back to throw. Love. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
25 yards that time.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out come the Titans now.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Patrick Queen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach has plenty to say about this game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And now out comes Houston.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Love. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this is caught by Williams. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued. Scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fell all the way through. Hard game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready.
Love now. That one's taken in by Spears.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Love now on second down. And he's got his... And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And that was both picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game... Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Throwing. Love.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Off play action. Watkins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
One last shot now for Love. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this was a fun one to